We are right here with Jackson Black Sales, number 11, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Season 2, episode 3.
Season 2.
Episode 3, 11.
Shot. What?
It's not.
So many numbers. Roman numerals. XI.
It's Chinese.
Chi.
Alright, so what happened last episode?
Episode Chi.
Last episode, Dufresne was tricked into being an idiot by.
He was still framed.
Technically, he wasn't framed. Technically, he wasn't framed.
He also low cut off a man's head in a bar with a butter knife, and it was awful. And then
he stabbed a guy. He stabbed strong John Oliver.
Yep.
Through the
he was fucking murdered. And then let's see. We got the old Neapolitan ice cream swirl going on, and it turns out that might be good for business.
Well, it's just vanilla strawberry right now.
It's
just
gonna
vanilla chocolate right
It's
now.
just vanilla. No, it's strawberry.
It's just strawberry chocolate. Chocolate
It's a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, it's just a strawberry chocolate, but they're gonna get some vanilla in that bitch soon. I can feel it. What else? Oh, here's the rundown. Billy's alive, and he's wearing a skinny vest.
And he got
All right, let's get to it.
This is a
this is not a market substitute. Please hit the like button. And if you check us on Patreon, it'll help us do the cooking show, the gaming channel, and what else am I missing? Merchandising.
Book club.
Yeah,
book club.
If you support us there.
Why are you on slow mode?
The nakednormies.net.
Check out our other channel.
Nakednormies.net.
Hey,
Yes.
hold on. What? When we create that?
Whoa. Check out our other gaming channel
Yeah.
and other things. Or just join us in the comments.
And most of all, hit that
I think we can- I think we can
subscribe
skip
and
now.
have
Let's
an
skip.
amazing day.
Let's skip.
Put a man on an island, give him power over other men, and it won't be long before he realizes that the limits of that power are nowhere to be seen. And no man given that kind of influence will remain honest for very long.
He's got a point.
A gift. One of my favorites. And you might find it helpful in dealing with my husband going forward.
Don Quixote.
Thank you. Well played. Well,
Windmills.
Stop jacking off in a figurehead.
Wanker!
Hey, you fucking any gods lately?
Powers that be have chosen a spot for our anchorage. 1 mile north-northeast from the western tip of the hog.
It's like a tradition now.
Why ain't there been a vote? We vote that fuck of a captain back into his station and he's already skirting the fucking rules.
See, they don't know what they want.
We're sailing a Spanish warship. Captain Hornigold's fort protects the bay from Spanish warships.
We flying the black, don't it identify us?
Any ship could fly the black dog.
Behind the...
No matter where I've been, one thing is true. There's always one, the one you don't cross. That would be you.
Thank you for noticing.
I think it's no secret that since my arrival, I've been repeatedly provoked and harassed by the Guthrie woman.
You have not.
No matter how bloody this feud gets between she and I can rest soundly, knowing you'll take no part in it.
None whatsoever.
Well, that's a lie.
Karmacy relies upon her. Should you move against her, you may find no shortage of new enemies on the street.
Oh, paying you off?
Yeah, that's a good captain.
Tribute, 10% of our most recent haul.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Would have been a little heavier, only she taxed us over the state of the containers.
Which is the rolls!
Yeah, like just clean the barrels.
Right? This is all this has come from. You fucking big dick wagging and cutting your boy's head off because you wouldn't literally wash the blood off a barrel.
Even though he's a psycho, bro, he is a man of principle. Like he came back, talked to Manny Man.
There's no way he believes.
Talked to Manny Man and paid him off. Obviously didn't believe, but he came and did it.
I don't think he believes
What's
me.
principular about that?
I'm just saying, like,
Did
he's
she ever
like-
come to bed?
Hey, yo, Jack, man, I appreciate you all, but it's probably time for you to find a new lady. You want a whole building full of them? So.
Oh my.
Now, Pat, what she's doing there is called cunnilingus.
What's that?
Now she feels dirty. What have I done?
What, the whole morning?
She's been orgasming for the last 6 hours.
I'll make contact with Captain Hornigold, inform him of our arrival, and arrange safe passage into harbour. I'll then attempt to persuade him to assign the bulk of his crew and his ship to sail in consort with us. With a little luck, we'll be on our way back to the Urca wreck within a matter of days.
Hornigold's not in charge, bruh.
You understand what I'm asking you to do?
Go back and watch the goal.
Keep watch on the Spanish soldiers who are watching the gold. You certain they're the men for this?
We're the only ones who didn't ask for more than half.
You're bringing something to read. It isn't for me.
I just had a disturbing thought.
What?
Who investigated the goat's anus to see if it was harmed?
Yeah, man.
Well, probably when he was like butchering it for eating.
Or maybe just Randall saw him do it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That worked. Thank you.
You conspire with my father to sabotage our plans. And when Flint, the most feared captain in all creation, comes to confront you about it, you destroy him.
You don't know what you've seen.
You didn't betray him?
I don't believe I did, no.
I'm sorry, I saw the look on his face the last night he left this place, and I beg to differ.
Every man has his torments. You perceive the effects of Captain Flint's demons, but I know their names. I was there when they were born.
What?
I know the things they whisper to him at night.
She knows his deepest demons.
So you can believe me.
I'll engage Captain Hornigold and make way for the ship to enter the bay.
At least you won't have a hard time finding him. Isn't that Hornigold's flag? Why isn't he in his fort?
Yeah, shit.
Uh-oh.
Things have changed.
We need to recon.
It would suck being in the pirate world. I've been going for a week.
Mr. Scott's new haircut.
New crew on the island, captained by a man named Lowe.
Fuck him.
They're hiding some of the piece from their last prize, seeing as his crew makes frequent use of your girls. I'd like you to find out what it is.
The other day I had a moment with Eleanor. It's amazing, isn't it, the spell she cast on us?
What are you talking about?
Just today I heard all the captain was talking about were the awful things he'd like to visit upon Eleanor Guthrie.
Going to a cielo. We have an agreement.
Damn, you give her the whole 10%?
Yeah.
The money is generous, but I'd rather have something else from you.
Power play.
Yes.
Your former shipmates, they wish to sail again under their own banner, but so long as they bear the black mark you put upon them, their prospects will remain dim. I'd like you to remove it.
Damn.
First nice thing she did for somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, he gets to save some money and just be like, all right, hey, y'all.
I found a way to stop caring about her. Would you like to know how?
No.
Yeah.
Flinty boy, I've missed you.
Oh, look at her ring.
But I hate you.
I didn't get it.
Did he?
Get at me, Hug.
I do have a Spanish warship, though, so.
Alright, hug over.
What do we do now?
Refit Harbor Consul to finish the job.
Is that possible?
Well, it might have been possible when I had some place to bring it all back home to before the bay fell into the hands of a madman.
Fucking Hornigold.
He told me Vane killed 30 of his men, that he was prepared to take back the fort, but that you sabotaged his efforts.
He came through the interior. Before I or Hornigold or anyone knew what was going on, he and his men were firmly positioned up there and threatening to sink every ship in the bay the moment we made any move against him.
So you did nothing?
What would you have had me do?
Something!
Kill him!
Anything!
She didn't do anything against Lowe either.
He has no interest in disrupting the flow of trade.
You look me in the eye and tell me that you're certain that if I brought the Urca gold back here past those guns, he wouldn't use his position to rob me of every last ounce of it.
No, that I don't know.
In the moment, it was clear that the sacrifice it would have taken to get him out of that fort was simply too great.
Yo, at least Flint will sacrifice stuff to get shit done.
Yeah.
But she never really does. I mean, she did. She just kind of stood there against Lowe too.
I don't think she could have done shit for Lowe. Like, she don't know how to use a knife, and everybody else was.
I feel like she intervened Vane when
I don't mean she had to fight herself, but she could have. She had men in there.
She really did have an option just to get rid of Vane, but she likes Vane.
Mr. Gates' faith in our mission, his faith in me, was lost. I had to use my judgment. Whether to let him aboard our entire endeavor or to stop him. I stopped him.
What did you do?
His heart gave out.
What was necessary? Because I knew that the future of this place is everything, and that there is no sacrifice too great to secure that future.
Sit down. Well, she is also like 18 right now, isn't she?
18?
Yeah, she's a teenager.
She is?
That's what they keep saying.
Oh, I don't think so.
Familiar with Jonathan and Margaret Gray, Lieutenant?
The Duke and Duchess of Surrey.
As you may or may not be aware, they hold one of the largest collections of Egyptian artifacts in all of Europe. I thought perhaps today you'd join me in viewing them as my guest.
You mean yours and your husband's?
Thomas is otherwise engaged. It would just be you and I.
Yeah, she was the first one to make moves.
Well, your husband to hear.
I love my husband. I know what's said about me behind my back. Whispers of infidelities. My husband's heard them. Thomas and I are not bothered by them. The only question that remains is, are you?
Are they about to become a throuple?
Well, are they true or what?
Well, obviously they're true.
It doesn't concern you.
You don't know that.
I don't know. She
Maybe
seemed.
said my friend.
She came very close to say those last few words.
Yeah.
Either we act now to remove him or no one.
I don't have time for this. Every day wasted dealing with this is a day closer to losing that gold.
And I suggest we act quickly.
Is he gonna try and kill Guthrie?
No. I don't think. I Guthrie seems like she's going to be around for a minute.
But Flint and Guthrie are.
You're right now, yeah. I think he would more go after Vane though.
You honestly not see it. Your judgment with her is clouded. She knows it and intends to use it to drive a wedge between us because it is painfully obvious to me. And there's nothing I can do to counter it when I'm on the wrong side of that door.
You see what I'm saying? Bring me in on the party so I can help.
What's happening exactly?
I'm repairing your reputation. Public display of reconciliation. So just sit there, smile. That's it.
Yes.
It's the governor's daughter.
Shake hands. Shake hands.
Give him a hug.
I don't know if pirates can hug.
Give him a fist bump.
Pirates can hug!
Damn. You got told.
Well, dude.
Right? I didn't know it was possible.
Congratulations, Jack. Now you know what it's like to rise from the grave.
He was like, Jack doesn't even have, like, he's like, what is that supposed to mean to me? Like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't see that episode where you rose from the grave. What are you talking about?
So now are they both gonna hate on Max anymore?
If you like procure it, should be waiting by the jetty.
Get rid of it.
What about the crew?
Tell them the truth. Stolen from them by Charles Vane and the horde of barbarians he now commands. I want them boiling over by the time I return.
I imagine there are two kinds of men who make their life at sea. Those whose sense of duty forces them to leave any sense of permanence or identity behind them. And those for whom that is the attraction.
What do you think I am?
I think you're someone who's very good at managing how you're perceived. And perhaps getting what you want without anyone ever knowing how you did it. Or perhaps if it ever happened at all.
Yep.
Perhaps.
Don't tell me propriety has worked its evils on you too.
I was going to say that perhaps you're more concerned with whether or not people talk about what you and I may be doing behind closed doors than with what we actually are doing.
Ooh.
I mean, these doors are closed now, so.
Yeah.
If you didn't have 10 layers of clothes, we'd see something about that. It wouldn't take an hour and a half to get your
Hey
bra.
man, close the curtains up real quick though. They can see through that shit. They ain't tending.
Yeah, foreplay wasn't taking a while back then.
Right? And an hour and a half, once I get this bustle off, it's going down.
Aww, the kiddos. Look at her little bonnet or whatever you call it.
Bonnet.
Bonnet.
Who are you, people?
Should get a bonnet for Cash. That would be so
No.
That would be so funny.
No. She no plugging.
Pilgrim.
She can play Mrs. Barlow.
Mrs. Barklow?
Please! We can't even bring Ziggy into it. Oh God.
Oh damn, that's a proper way to eat a steak right
No.
That steak has been lightly touched by fire.
there. That's the same knife he beheaded that guy with.
I like this dude.
He's a good villain. He's a good villain.
His eyes so
He is
cool.
a good villain.
Cause he's like clearly evil, but
What's going on?
I also want to have a beer with him.
I admire you for coming to see me earlier. Showed you a man who knows his place. So I'd like to make him an offer. Partnership between your crew and mine. I took the fort to control the bay, but I have no desire to waste away in it. My place is at sea, but as I'm certain you've heard, I was recently deprived of my ship, which means I need a new one. Wish you to come with a strong crew. All the better.
Totally stop you there. It's painfully clear you've got feelings for the Guthrie woman.
Ooh, call it out.
I think your men couldn't care less about Eleanor Guthrie. I think they find your feelings for her to be pathetic. I think you're powerless to do anything about this, and for all these reasons, I think my feelings about Eleanor scare you to death.
Are his teeth bloody?
Coming out here. Do your men even know you're here?
Oh
What do you think, motherfucker?
Like
SEAL
swimming?
team. SEAL team.
Holy
Bane.
shit.
What? It is SEAL Team Bane. What the fuck? How are they doing this? Oh, they have their teeth. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Pirates,
Infinite teeth.
Pirates swimming. There, he's swimming with the dagger in his teeth.
I mean,
I mean,
and,
I don't know
and they're pirates, so they
why.
why I know.
Can just, because
Right? You can just put it in his pocket?
Yeah, and when it just fall on the ground.
It might weigh it down. It might fall out.
Wait, it's way there. Never mind.
I get your ship. I get your cargo.
Ha ha! Nicely done, sir.
I get it all.
See, Below seems like such a good villain. I think he's gonna survive this.
But I get in exchange for all
I
that.
know, I like keep him around, bro. Don't
Death.
kill him. Don't kill him.
I had Storm.
I won't kill you. Yep.
Mr. Holmes!
Lol.
Man, it's bullshit. Don't kill him, man.
You got
Silence doesn't work here anymore.
You got, son.
You both could have been badasses.
Oh, right in the arm.
Oof. Somebody come help this man.
Oh, he gonna die?
With the
No,
sandbag.
Is Jody gonna
Bane
die?
is unkillable. I'm sorry.
That would be a crazy twist.
Is Jody gonna die?
But his whole crew's on. I mean, either they both die or.
Nah, I mean, his crew would also be crewed by whoever kills him.
Yeah.
Oh, is he really?
Oh, just like how you killed the other two. Oh, I'm so happy they didn't show that.
But no, if they don't show it, then he's not dead.
He's freaking dead.
No, man, that's what we said about Billy. Oh, he's carrying his head. He's dead. Ned Low's dead.
Ned Low's dead. He's carrying his head.
Yes!
Ned Low has
He wasn't
died.
anything but a shit pirate.
Man, how they just gonna kill
Wait.
It's between Bane or him, okay?
I know, but I like Low too, bro. But can we have both?
Does your head hang low? Does it
Nice.
flow?
Man.
For as long as I can remember, you have told me how important Captain Flint is to the future of this place, to your future. You have put money behind him.
Yeah, I see it
You have
through.
put your credibility behind him, and now you would resist him, join with Captain Bane against him?
This isn't about taking sides. It's about protecting the fort, protecting Nassau.
Eleanor, you need to ask yourself what you want,
She a flip flopper.
where your loyalties are, and whom do you trust.
She's a shoebie.
Yeah, but I don't trust Flint. It's hard to trust him.
Oh shit.
Well, but Flint's also about to have a boat and a crew, so Hornigo could literally take the fort back.
You mean Bane?
Yeah, Bane has him.
But I, don't,
yeah.
I mean, Vane's got Low's ship now, so I don't think he would care about the. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Haha!
I anger Charles Bane.
Golly.
Awesome! I'm sorry. If you want to scare people, that's the way.
Pirate reputation, baby.
Oh my god.
I did like
That was great.
I like now, you can't bitch about it now. Come on, you wanted this.
Yeah, like, didn't she, like, clearly?
Ask for help.
But maybe the public display.
But so
She
what?
she wanted it handled quietly.
Yeah, but I mean, now she gets reason to bitch. She still got what he wants.
I did it for the school.
Oh. She did it for the D.
They're just like always so sweaty.
You don't ever get that real grimy, sweaty beach sex going?
I love it when you put heads
Or
on
a
spikes.
fucking crab crawls out of your butthole. It's the best.
I go to festivals.
So yeah, you know what's up.
I know.
Nothing gets a woman more fired up than a beheading.
I thought you were gonna say than a little head.
Whoa.
Is they gonna make Captain Flint the bad guy now?
That's perfectly good.
I feel like everybody on this show is kind of a
Kind of a
gray,
bad guy,
kind of
right?
a gray area.
And with just this week's till, we can most likely acquire Paragua. It'll be a small start. We're gonna sail again.
Ah, the life of the sea. Arr.
Were you not listening?
I gotta go find Max and celebrate.
What the fuck are you waiting for?
Oh! Is Max gonna be okay?
Yeah. Like hell yeah.
There's
I've been warming up for this shit, son.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Come up.
Did he see you come up? I brought him with me.
Damn.
This is the first time she's seen her naked.
She's been through some things. Oh, that's why she always has her shirt on.
And her pants.
Hey, man,
Okay, that road is phenomenal.
I'm gonna stand by my previous statements of who my favorite person on the show is and whose job I'd like to have.
Jack.
It is clearly obviously Jack.
Jack.
Now Jack, take that jacket off and then jack it off.
You know, Matt had to get peed on a couple times, but he's living.
You got peed on?
Yeah, he got peed on.
Yeah, I got peed on.
Yeah, he's living life.
I felt so bad for him.
I wouldn't want to sail again. I'd be like, Vane, thanks, but you know, I'm cool here.
I know you got the whorehouse. Yeah, threesome every day. Gucci, bro.
It's the daughter of
Crown jewel
Lord
taken
Ash.
from the good fortune prince. Her father's Lord Peter Ash, governor of the Carolina colony.
Oh, shit.
Recorded in his log, the ransom amount in his demand, 250,000 pounds.
Every time they have sex, he throws her a curveball.
I know how you always feel. Desperate you must be to go home. Be embraced by Nassau again.
I just came from there. It's awesome.
I'm here to tell you, that place no longer exists. It has been taken from us by a madman, held hostage by threat of force that no one on the island.
They're here to back it up, so they'll believe him.
Even if we could ignore all of this and go on to win the Urka's gold, what then? We return home only to have Vane extort from us the very prize that we have sacrificed so much to win? At sunrise tomorrow, we make our terms clear. Charles Vane and the animals he commands have until sunrise tomorrow to vacate that fort, or so help me God! I will rain holy hell down.
He does have a man of war, bro.
I mean, it's a boat versus a fort. Doesn't the fort win every time?
The thing is, there's two really good captains right now. They're both phenomenal.
Man!
It's the whole.
Oh, shit!
It's fucking awesome!
My body hurts so much!
Damn! That's so...
That was awesome.
It was a really good episode, y'all.
I wish you would just fucking.
It was a really, really good episode.
I really like just like what we're gonna see now, like Vane against Flint, because that's gonna be phenomenal.
Yes, this is.
I was hoping for like a 3-way fight.
Although I feel like. Okay, so when they opened the doors and they saw just one boat in the harbor, that seems weird to me because there's.
What do you mean? What?
Like there's only Flint's boat out there. That seems weird to me. So I feel like he maybe convinced everybody else to get the fuck out of the harbor.
Yeah. That's why Horgod was there.
Maybe he was telling everybody, hey, war's about to go down if you want to be in the middle of this.
Because what I'm thinking, I don't know what Vane did with Lowe's boat, because he obviously took that over. I don't know if he would have left that in the harbor or if he would have like hid it somewhere, especially with the public display of Lowe's head on the beach. So I could see Vane just giving up the fort now because he wants to be at sea. So I feel like maybe he's got the boat.
He has too much pride, though.
But literally, when he was talking to Lowe, he's like, "My place is at the sea. I want to be at the sea." So I feel like, even if Flint is going to try to take the fort back, I feel like Vane has the boat on the other side, maybe, or somewhere people don't know, and he's going to take that boat and dip and fuck the fort and fuck Nassau.
I can see what you mean by he's saying he wants his place is at sea and everything, but that's because he needed a boat, and now like somebody's forcing him or like challenging him. He's not gonna take that lightly. He's like, oh, okay, I just want to be on my boat, but like he's literally being threatened now. Like you're messing with his name.
True.
Because like he put that sign with the Ron Ted or whatever his name is, like I like or whatever, I angered Charles Vane.
True. But I also feel like Vane is like a fight another day kind of guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Vane is like smart. He doesn't like rush to a fight. Like he likes to measure his options.
Yeah, but
I mean, yeah, because like he would have rushed in for Elizabeth.
I just don't see him fighting for that fort as badly now that he has Lowe's boat. If he didn't have Lowe's boat, then I could see.
But now he has Eleanor.
And he has.
He
has Lord Ash's daughter.
Yep.
But
yeah, that's true too.
Honestly,
I think he's still over, like heads over heels.
I wonder how.
He is.
I wonder what the comparison is against like. So you have the Urka and the gold on the beach, and you have this woman who's worth 250,000 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
like
a lot of money.
What is more?
What's more? Yeah. I mean.
He doesn't know about that. I don't think.
Flint doesn't know.
Vane doesn't know.
Well, both of them have this in their sleep.
How much it's worth?
No, yeah. Flint doesn't know about the girl. Vane doesn't know about the treasure.
Yeah.
Gold. I think the ghost.
Well, Vane knows because Guthrie knows.
I think
she's gonna tell him.
I mean, it's high risk both ways because the gold is like money ready to go, but you have to fight. You have to fight your way to get it. Whereas Lord Ash's daughter, there's nobody protecting her. You can get to her, but you have to convert her into money. Like a negotiation needs to go down.
But so I don't know if you guys said this yet, but it seems like Vane and his crew are literally about to leave. So if I was Vane, I know that to be a badass pirate, but he's already made his badass pirate move and put homie's head on a stick.
Yeah.
So if I was Vane, I'd be like, all right, you guys could have the fucking fort. Like I could literally give a shit. I was about to leave to go make 250,000 anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's what I think. It's like because when they opened the window, there were no boats in the harbor, so I think all the boats got the fuck out of there. And I think that since he made such a public display of Lowe on the beach, I think he's got his boat hidden away somewhere, like maybe on the other side of the island.
Yeah, but it doesn't. He probably doesn't want to seem like he's running now. is the thing.
Yeah.
That's going to be the hard part for him because it's like it's in his best interest to leave because he was literally about to do it anyway. But now he can't like leave too fast because it's going to seem like he's running.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't really think he cares about what it looks like. Though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's vain like that.
Yeah, I don't think he cares.
You're so vain.
I don't know. I feel like
It's kind of like, did you guys ever do this? Like, you were about to do a chore just on your own, and then one of your parents tells you to do that chore, and then you're like, fuck you, I don't want to do that chore anymore.
Exactly.
I was going to do it, but now I guess I'm going to drag my feet.
Jack's name's reinforced now. He can be captain and
Captain
sail.
Jack Rackham.
He needs to find a boat though now.
Jack Rackham will find a boat, and also
He's racking them up.
our predictions have come true.
Yes.
Yay and verily.
Yeah, barely.
He's stuck between a rock and a hard place.
He's enjoying that Neapolitan.
Yep. Just 4 titties on all sides of him.
Max was not excited.
She was
Max
not.
was like,
She wasn't expecting it. She just wasn't expecting
Well, because
it.
she was like, did he see you come up?
Yeah,
And there
he
he
just
is
wasn't
right with
expecting
her. And she's like, oh, so he did see you.
So you can say that he saw her coming?
Well, that's kind of a power move on Bonnie's part because they're talking about like he's like she's using you. You know that, right? She's like, I know, but it's so good. And so like it's kind of a power move on her part to be like, yo, he's joining too. Like this is your job, I guess. Kind of like it kind of lets her know there's no feelings here.
They're all using each other because she wouldn't have told Vane to like clear their names unless like it was helping her out too, kind of thing.
Yeah.
They're all in it together.
Yeah, they're all just I know, but Max always like comes. I feel like Max is like the least on the same page because she's always doing background deals and like even because they had no idea that they were about to have that meeting with Vane. And, and then they see Max coming down the stairs and whisper something into Vane's ear, and he's like, "No shit." and they're like, "What are you doing now?" Like,
fucking Littlefinger.
Yeah, she is.
She is Littlefinger.
She is about to run a brothel too.
Yeah. So is Flint back on the boat? I know he's not lying about Vane, but he's also kind of lying about Vane. Is he literally back in power and lying like in the first? Like, my first position as new captain is to lie.
I mean, you know.
Vane's a madman and he dumped all of our food and they're like, fuck Vane. And I was like, bro, what happened to the food? He's like, I threw it over. Cool.
But, I mean, his anger is stemming from just, like, what he left Nassau as and what it is now. Like, there's a lot more intricacies involved with what happened and who's in what position right now. But for him, he's like, yo, I know where the gold is. I'm just trying to bring the fuck back here.
Yeah.
Let's get everything back to normal.
I just, when I watch it, I imagine if I am a pirate that, I'm probably on a crew. Maybe I've got a nice, like, high post, like I'm up in a crow's nest or some shit, but, like, probably not the captain. But anyway, point is this, is that, like, I would quit after, like, a month if I was still alive. I'm like, I don't know who to trust. I feel like there's a different lie every other day from everybody. And, like, I literally have no idea, like, what the plan is. So I'm going to take my little bag of money and just go live on the island.
I don't want to go. I understand it.
Right?
Yeah, I can understand why people back in the day, maybe they just settle into, you know what, I'm just going to be a butcher.
Right, yeah.
I'm just going to open up a meat stand, and that's my life.
I've done enough. I'm going to go raise cattle. This pirate shit was fun for a while, but the cows don't lie to me.
The cows don't lie to me.
Cows do the same shit every day, and I'm kind of okay with that.
So, about Ned Lowe, that was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, they killed it off too fast.
That was great.
I did not. I mean,
sweet revenge.
It was satisfying, but his I'm gonna look up that.
The actor was like pouring his all into it.
Yeah, he did a really good job playing him, and I kind of wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more.
So how long before we see Billy again?
Billy's still suffering.
Actually, this is almost. It seems like it's going day by day. Billy's
So
only
his
got a
name
handful of
is
days left.
wow. That's really
Todd.
Todd. Yeah, actually, I don't know how to pronounce
Todd
it.
Murphy.
Todd Murphy.
Is he Swedish as fuck?
Todd Murphy.
Oh,
I'm gonna say Todd Murphy.
Toggle?
But anyways, if we're probably butchering that, but Todd Murphy, he did a really, really good job playing that. And he was
just an Arnold Schwarzenegger sound?
very charismatic, like total
Very
piece of
crazy.
shit, but charismatic that you want to see more.
Yep.
And yeah, it was a hell of a surprise. I did not expect that.
'Twas a fun episode indeed. I kind of like how things are starting to play out.
Yeah, and I think that the most interesting part about what keeps us guessing is because they're kind of like on even footing.
Yeah.
Like the two parties against each other are kind of like equal. It's
Yeah.
not like you know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
It can go any way.
Yeah, there's so many moving pieces and so many elements.
Flint loses this Man of War, I'm gonna be so shitty.
I know.
It's like when you're playing fucking PUBG or something, you get all the loot, and you're like, I'm ready for war, and you just... No!
Oh, shit.
Oh, man. Well, we will see what happens. Naheed and Surge will be back as well. They did not leave the couch. They were very much enjoying the show.
Yep.
And they will be back. We just had a busy week.
Naheed says he wants us to fight for him in the comments. We're fighting for him now. He likes the show.
He's a sleepy
He's been
boy.
catching up, and he's like, wow.
He might have been a little sleepy, but I assure you he's enjoying the show. We'll inject coffee into his veins for the next episode.
Into his Charles veins.
Hey, into his veins, and we'll see you next time.
I gotta go.
Thanks for watching Black Sails with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut reactions. Also check out our live gaming channel, merchandise, and social links in the description. Shout out to our super patrons Luis, Joe, Nasser, Ruby, Smokem, Keyboard Junkie, NYR Fan, Kelly, Allison, Edward, Neko, Frat Warehouse, Anthea, and Sean, and we'll see you next time.